Let's see, go live. There we go. Hello, everyone. I'm HearMeowt. Welcome to my channel. Well, last week we finished all 32 nights of the Lornography. And what an amazing ride it was. If you haven't watched it yet, we're only cut a few nights. Go ahead and look in the description below. You can see the playlist for all 32 nights of that incredible journey. And it's honestly all easy sledding from here because that's the worst part, but it's also the most important for understanding one. Now, while being arrested on national TV in a sting targeting online predators would have been the last chapter of fame for most people, it only turned out to be the prologue in Lorne's journey of self-destruction. While in prison, Lorne decided he had had enough of the corruption and injustices he was seeing every day, so he decided to write a book. He titled that book Jailed, then updated it to Jailed, the Time and the Truth. Then a third revision was Jailed, the Time, the Truth, and the Corruption. However, unless you knew he intended it to be a book, by calling it a book, you would never guess it was anything other than a teenage girl's diary. We get to see the formation of Lorne's revisionists on what happened during the sting and all the juicy gossip and nail-biting action that happens to him while he's sitting in jail in Kentucky before he gets his sentence. So buckle up because it's about to get hilariously stupid. I've got my co-hosts here today, Suma and X Derek, and let's hit the intro a sec. Where is it? There we go. Can't let anyone. Hello, everyone. I'm back here again. It's me, Suma, and X Derek. How are you all?
Hi, well, how are you?
Good, and you?
Good. Yeah, yesterday, so I got the COVID vaccine on Friday, which I forgot how much that thing sucks, and I was just laying in bed, and it was one of those kind of laying in bed. It felt exactly like when I had COVID. Like, it's one of those your entire body hurts, and you just don't want to, you don't even want to think of the idea of getting up to get the Advil because it's so painful, right? You're just like, I wish I could die.
Helping you.
No, yeah, Dexter was not helping me. He was jumping on me all day. I'm like, it hurts. Stop touching me. It hurts. But he only wanted to be one place, and that was on me. So, yeah. And, well, I also did the CT scan with contrast today, and they were putting the IV in. And the guy, he said this is the first time it's ever happened. He apparently left the cap off the IV, and he didn't notice because it was kind of on the side of my arm. So all of a sudden, I feel like dripping on my leg, and there was like just a pool of blood on the table. And he's like, well, that's never happened before. I'm like, okay.
Oh,
like,
shit. That happened to my mom.
So it got all over my shorts and everything. It was just kind of messy.
Happened to my mom while she was getting a CT scan with contrast. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, luckily, I don't care. I was like, oh, I don't mind. These shorts are cheap. They really don't. Because he was like, oh my, I can only imagine how bad it would have been for him if it was somebody that gave a shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I really don't care. Plus, he started on the left arm because he thought he could find a vein there easier than the right arm because I had a blood drawn on Friday. He's like, well, I don't want to use the same place because there's bruising. So then he's digging around the left. I was like, you're fine. I'm fine with needles. And he's like, okay, well, and he kept going. He's like, all right, I'll go to the right one. All right. So before we get into the book, I wanted to read one of his prison letters first. Because we don't have the complete book, not that it would make a difference, but if you remember how the chatlog went, I think his letter to his mom on the 24th of 2008 really says a whole lot. So do you want to read this?
Yeah, I'll do it. March the 24th, 2008, 8:20 p.m. Monday. Hi, Mom. I called you today to let you know about me getting a plea offer for 60 months. I can't believe how disgusting these prosecutors think. If my digital camera wasn't in my truck, I would have gotten an offer for 46 months. But the prosecutor is trying to say I brought it to take pictures. The only reason it was in my truck was because I tried to pawn it, but the lid that holds the batteries in was broke, and I had duct tape holding it on so the pawn shop wouldn't take it. There's
Okay,
nothing-
1 second here.
Go ahead.
So, Suma, you understand what Lauren's talking about here, right? So there's a letter. I couldn't find a copy of the letter, but basically the prosecutor said, hey, we're going to offer you 60 months, but if you don't take it, we're going to add the attempted production of CP on top of that, and any time you get will stack on top of your state charges. It won't run concurrent. And so his excuse the entire time has been this lame line of, oh, well, I wasn't even going to take pictures, right? Or that's not the reason I had the camera. I was trying to pawn it, which is bullshit because he said his phone could take pictures. But if we all remember in the chat log, I've got the little clip right here. Where is it? Yeah.
I wish I had a naked picture of you. Would you take one for me?
No.
Can I take one of my penis in your vagina?
I mean, that's about as direct as you can get of your intention to produce CP, Lorne.
And it doesn't really matter what he was going to do with it. They can go ahead and assume that, I mean, once
I don't even go ahead.
I don't think it matters. I mean, it's where do we start? Like,
I don't think bringing the camera with him is the reason it was charged, right? Because you could have made the argument, well, he was planning on doing it when he got back there.
That was him. He made that up. Just,
like,
he's certainly not going to tell his mom about that text.
But it's so, ask, I wish I had a nude picture of you. Don't worry, we'll take one.
Yeah.
Can I take
Of me sticking it in you?
Can I take one of my penis in your vagina? Come on, Lauren.
Even adults aren't be
no
kind of text
production and distribution of CP.
Yeah,
he was looking at quite a few years
because he was going to send it to her as well, right?
Like, I mean, well, email it to you. Like he did what he did. That's a given. He's not even disputing that. But now he's nitpicking about all these little things. Like, just shut up.
Yeah.
Why is she still even talking to him though? She's not talking to him. Oh wait, maybe I misread.
I think she means his mother.
Oh, got it. Well,
Mama Gwen talks to him still to this day.
Yeah, but it has nothing nice to say. If memory,
it's not in a loving, and we don't know that she responded to any of these letters. I don't think she ever wrote them.
Did not. She did not respond to them, to my knowledge, and she just threw some of them away.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I don't blame her.
He would have been these defenders, these public defenders, got him such a good deal. Such a good deal.
But he's unhappy with the 60 months. He should have gone away for 30. Yes. They should have just, we're going to trial, right?
And then read that entire chat log.
Yeah, I was telling somebody in the comments the other day, and they were, obviously they hadn't watched it, I don't believe. And I was trying to explain to them, like, if this trial had happened today, right, or if Sting had happened today, right, and this was a trial that was live streamed, where the prosecutor is up there reading this chat log while he's over at the defendant's desk crying the whole time. The jury is rolling their eyes. People are in the audience are like laughing. The judge is having to bang the gavel, being like, please, like when he's saying pee-pee or something, they're like, oh my God. It would be the single most watched true crime trial on the internet by far. It would have 1 billion views. You could not stop watching. It would be the most viewed true crime thing of all time. The only difference is the Lorneography, we're doing the prosecution in it. We're having to read it ourselves, right? But it would be the most viewed trial of all time.
Sorry, go on.
No, go ahead. That's it.
I was just curious if any of the Catch the Predators have gone to trial.
They have.
They have?
Yeah.
And some have managed to, the best I've heard is they were able to manage to get everything dropped.
Okay.
Usually the ones who get a lawyer.
Laws, though.
Yeah.
I think it was in California. Shins, correct me if I'm wrong here. They dropped, so it's different states. Like in Florida, and I guess in Kentucky or wherever, right? So when they asked for the full transcript of the chat log, Perverted Justice just kept saying, no, we don't have it, right? And depending on the state, like in California, it's on the prosecution or the defense to prove that the record is incomplete or give reason why the record would be incomplete that they had on, because they had it posted online, right? They just didn't have the original digital copies that they sent over.
Yeah, and Xavier even explained he did a video a while back with Morticia saying that he had basically crap computers because they were going through so many machines.
Of course.
So
yeah.
He just had a crap computer that just shit the bed one day, and that was kind of it. They didn't have that. They had other copies, but not the copy, from what I could understand.
Yeah,
but I mean, Lorne then takes it as, oh, this is being doctored and it's all fake.
Yeah.
Right.
As if he knows better than anyone everything he did.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he seems to be the last one to accept that that's what he did. There are so many parallels to Lorne's justification and Sarah's justification in here. So, go ahead.
Right. There's nothing that I can do, though. It's either I take the 60 months or I get screwed even worse by the prosecutor putting another charge on me for the digital camera, then that would add another 15 years onto my sentence. I'm so disappointed in the American justice system. It's pitiful. First, the authorities take advantage of me being vulnerable and talk me into doing a crime that I never would have done if I was in the right state of mind. Then they threaten me even more with something they came up with because I had a camera in my truck.
No, Lorne.
I wish I had a naked picture of you. Would you take one for me?
No!
Can I take one of my penis in your vagina?
That's it, Lorne. Okay, keep going.
They're not one bit right in anything they've done, but I'm the one that's paying. I do believe I should do some time for what I did because it was wrong. But I never should have been talked into doing it by the authorities when I had told them no to begin with. I'm just gonna grin and bear it though and do the time so I can get it over with and get back to my life.
We don't have to read the rest of the letter right now. We'll go through the letters at another point, but just this really frames his mindset in his book that's coming up here.
I like how these people who never read a book or don't care about anything except for usually getting drunk and committing crimes or whatever, they become such they're the voice of all of the
they become all advocates.
Of the people who are being their rights are being.
Lorne's rights were trampled. Lorne had no business being in jail.
No,
he deserved to be under the jail.
He had no business doing anything he's doing.
All right, so this is the prison journal. Now, day 231 is what he marked in there, and obviously this is in June, and the letter we just read was from March. So there's a chunk missing before this. It would be impossible to tell what could have possibly been missed.
There's nothing missing. You could pick it at random, and it makes just as much sense. I think I listened to them at random, actually.
So remember, this is a book. Go ahead.
June 5th, 2008, day 231.
No, but the thing is, he doesn't put the date. He just puts day 231, which is even more annoying. I had to look up the date based on the arrest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that. It's about 7 p.m. right now, and I'm sitting on my bed writing another entry for this book. Then I'm going to write a letter to my mother. A couple of guys plead guilty to their charges. Vern pleaded guilty to his assault charge for 25 years. I think that's a bit ridiculous, but the whole American justice system is messed up, so it's to be expected. Vern's sentence is at 85%, and it's actually 2 charges That equaled 25 years. He'll actually be doing 12 years. Nate pleaded guilty to his charge. His is for writing a couple bad checks that totaled $8,000 and cashing them at a bank. He pled for 8 years at 20%. At least I think that's what he told me. Mike.
It's not even as much as Lorne stole.
No. Mike is Mike Patterson, who was on TCAP. It's the same episode as Lorne.
Yeah.
Mike, the ex-corp that's in here on the same charge as me, is no longer in the cell below me. He got into another fight. And also, Mike was not an ex-cop. Mike was a wannabe.
Yeah,
cop.
He lied.
Yeah. And was moved to a different cell again. I'm not sure where. The messed up thing is that he got into a fight because of his charge. He never even did anything to the guy. That's why I'll be talking about my charge at the end of this book and how it is wrong.
It's also the guy he co-sued NBC with.
Yep.
Right. So for $80 million.
And also, for those of you who don't know, if you look at The Creature and Taken Abroad, Lorne's 2 books, they're excellent. These are all characters in his books as well. Vern, Aaron. Aaron.
You assume he's not changing the names, does he?
No.
Okay. Yeah, of course.
Aaron's the main character in Taken Abroad, right?
Aaron is the main character in Taken Abroad, yes.
Emily H, $5. Won't make it through the live because I got to drop a deuce and wash my hair and go to sleep. But loving all of you. Well, thank you very much, Emily.
Godspeed.
Meowsing.
Little bit TMI, but whatever.
And Jackie Anderson, he did actually publish a book, Taken Abroad. It is fantastic. It's amazing.
I thought it was Taking Abroad, but it's not.
It's not. Taken Abroad. Aaron has been on my nerves. Aaron has been careful about getting on my nerves lately. Vern has also. They can tell I'm getting stressed out and anxious to get out of here. They said they can tell when I start getting mad because a vein in my forehead starts sticking out more. Aaron and Vern have been running around doing retarded things tonight again. Oh, this is going to be bad. Okay.
I love this part.
It is. It's the best part.
This is a book, people. This is a book.
This is a book that exposes the injustices of the American court system.
Best of times, worst of times.
This is the most powerful evidence Lorne has. Vern had 2 servings of broccoli earlier for dinner and has been shitting his britches ever since. I haven't smelled anything that could even come close to smelling that bad since I was pumping out septic systems in Washington State. Aaron stuck his finger down the crack of his ass earlier, then smelled it to make sure it smelled like shit. Then he waited until Vern was not paying attention and stuck the same finger under Vern's nose. They've been going back and forth trying to make each other smell their shitty fingers. That takes a lot of intelligence. I read that without breaking.
Yeah. Bravo.
I mean, this is 2 people.
This is how he kicks it off. This is the start.
Well, no, there's got to be portions missing beforehand, but I mean, like, so based on the rest of this, when it's all kind of just like this,
can't be any better.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is 2 people doing stuff to get on Lorne's nerves. It's very clear that's what they're doing. They love getting a rise out of him, and he.
Jonathan Silva doesn't believe the story, but I propose that, true or not, it's not a good idea. This is not reading like someone telling their story of their false charges and how people are being, falsely
accused and sentenced
and accused. Yeah, this is.
I'm ride or die. TMI win amongst friends. So thank you, Emily H. Well, because the thing is, you can kind of tell this, he doesn't really have an explanation worked up yet of why. Like, he's going to tell us, yeah, it's injustice and this is all unfair, but he doesn't really have. I don't think he's got the official story like locked down of what he wants to say. And, you know, if he tells him right off the bat, hey, I was caught on TCAP, you know, without all this important background information, they're just going to write off the book, right? So he's got to lay the foundation first of Aaron and Vern sticking their shitty fingers on each other's noses so that when he gets to the TCAP part, he'd be like, okay, I'm open to hearing Lorne.
Yeah, he's got a lot to say. All right, yeah.
I believe this is true. This sounds exactly how juvenile boys would act.
I think this is true. I think true.
I'm not sure he could even make that up. That's how stupid he is.
I mean, if you read his books, The Creature and Taken Abroad, no, he can't make this up.
Yeah.
Those books, there's nothing that really happens in those books. He couldn't.
All right, keep going. It gets gayer.
It does. Aaron was in the shower earlier, and Vern stole his clothes. Aaron came running out of the shower naked to get his clothes from Vern. Terry and Gentry really enjoyed that. They both got to see Aaron naked. Eric and myself both pulled Aaron to the side today to try to let him know that he should start working out now, because if he's attracting the supposed only 2 gays in the cell right now, then it's going to be a lot worse in prison for him. He said he wasn't too worried about it. I kind of think it's what he's wanting, though. Aaron's taking his case to trial in September.
So
there's a lot in that paragraph.
Eric is the neo-Nazi, by the way, white supremacist.
Eric is the neo-Nazi?
Eric is the one drawing the illustrations.
He's the illustrator.
Yeah.
Lorne actually created another book. I did not mention it. It's called The Lost Kitten.
Oh, God.
And who doesn't want to give... It's a children's book. Who does not want to give a children's book written by a pedophile and illustrated by a neo-Nazi who put in demonic images of goats?
And the title of the book is one of the main ways that pedophiles lure children.
Oh, look, my lost kitten. Can you help
me look for my lost kitten?
And the puppy story. And the puppy story. Gotcha. I gotta find that from Reborn's channel. That story. It's so stupid. The
illustrations
but you'd imagine
amazing.
Imagine you've got this neo-Nazi white supremacist and Lorne, the pedophile, pulling Aaron to the side, who I think Aaron is 22, I think if I remember that right.
I don't remember.
Hey, listen, you're attracting the only 2 gays in here. You got to start working out or else it's going to get really bad for you. I mean, all of these people, I don't understand how this jail works either, because they're talking about swapping roommates and stuff. Can you just do that in jail?
Lorne's jail experience is like a little frat house of just mentally disabled people. Yeah. That's really what it is.
He describes it like it's, the real world or something, like where there's just all these interpersonal. I mean, a really stupid.
So far, he hasn't mentioned that he's locked up at all. Like, there's nothing. He sounds like he's having a pretty good time.
Okay, go ahead.
Nate came in to talk to me one day earlier this week. He told me that out of everyone in the cell, I seemed to be the one that was the most honest and trustworthy.
Are you kidding me?
That made me feel good, because that's the type of person I've always tried hard to be.
Oh my God. Lorne?
Earlier in the week, my Mexican roommate Alberto was...
He's gonna put Mexican in. He doesn't ever say Latino, or he doesn't ever say Irish.
Yeah, Suma and I were talking about that while you were rebooting your modem.
Yeah, he doesn't ever talk about anybody else except for he says Mexican, and then he calls Gentry black.
I mean, every Hispanic is probably Mexican to him, because that's
Well, he doesn't speak English, so that's also a tip off for him that he's probably Mexican, because he doesn't speak. He only speaks Spanish.
He could be a few.
He could be. He could be, but
you also think that all Hispanics are Mexican.
No. I'm saying 50-50. It's a good shot.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 shot. We're Mexican.
nobody's gonna be like, whoa. Why would you think this guy's from Mexico? I don't know. He only speaks Spanish. And
Yeah, that's
his name's Alberto. It's not Albert.
Right, Margarita? We're all just Mexicans, all of us.
I have a friend who is Cuban, and he was talking to some guy and who was giving him a hard time or whatever, and he's like, you Puerto Ricans or whatever, and he's like, I'm Cuban, and the guy goes, I don't care what kind of Puerto Rican you are.
That's a great response.
Yeah.
Or there's the Dave Chappelle skit where he's saying, this is one of his stand-up specials. This is years ago, but he's saying like, he says, oh, you're Chinese or something, and the guy goes, do I look Chinese to you? I'm Korean. And he goes, yeah, motherfucker, you do look Chinese to me. How am I supposed to know?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
I'm gonna take that from the beginning though, because this paragraph has a lot of gravitas.
Yep.
Earlier in the week, my Mexican roommate Alberto was sitting on the picnic table watching his Spanish-speaking show, and Aaron quietly snuck up behind him, put his ass by Alberto's head, and farted. Last night, Alberto did it back to Aaron and then laughed so hard about it that he pissed his pants. I'm telling you, Lorne was in a special block in this jail.
Yeah, there was. It was like the short bus version. Prison, jail, whatever he was in.
This was a special place.
Yeah.
The deputies here at the jail have been having quite a time with people writing requests from this cell. Even I wrote one request letting them know about one guy in here that caused issues between everyone else. That guy is the one we call Apostle Paul.
Hold on one second. Who else paddles on people in prison that we know of?
Sarah Boone.
Sarah Boone. She's always going up to the deputies saying, hey, these patients, those two girls are out there, And she's also obsessed.
They're never having it.
She's also obsessed with the same sex couples, right? She's like, oh, this person, those two were up there and they were doing stuff with each other. Like, Polynomial Purebred, $4.99. Cheers to Derek's bravery and not breaking character, and happy the band's back together. Well, we never broke up.
Yeah, that's true.
But you got to take a break after Lawrence.
Yeah.
It was so good. The break, I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm still sleeping every day, pretty much, just taking a nap. Like, it was brutal. He'd steal the gold wedding ring off his dead mother's finger if he could get to it. Anyway, the deputies finally got tired of getting all the requests and basically told everyone to grow up. All I could think was that it was about time they had said something. That's all everyone talked about this week to me, and I got so annoyed at hearing the same old thing over and over again. They all sounded like a bunch of babies.
Coming from the man who said, do you want to see it 1,000,000 times a day?
Yeah, when I was looking for the clip of the penis and vagina thing, right? Or take a pic of my penis in your vagina, I just put penis in the search thing, and it came back with like over 40 times. It was just penis in, penis in. Like, he's the most repetitive person ever. He's even more repetitive than Sarah.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
you think?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I mean that seriously, because
I do. I mean it seriously as well.
She's more varied. She repeats a lot of the same things, but there are more of them. She's not.
Yeah, she mixes it up a little more.
She repeats the same themes versus Lorne literally just repeats the same questions over and over.
And in her text, she's. I mean, even just the one to George, when he was like they played during the trial, she's all over the place. I mean, she's got a whole body of work there. All nasty.
I was listening to the call to this weekend of Lorne accuses Winnie of not fighting against her attackers, right?
Yep.
And
Great call.
I swear to God, for a half hour in there, the only words Lorne says over and over is, "You told Dan you were gonna hook up with somebody tonight. You told Dan you were gonna hook up with somebody tonight." That's all he keeps saying over and over and over. Doesn't matter what he says. He just said, "Yeah, but you told Dan you were gonna hook up with somebody tonight." It just, I was like, I can't. I mean, obviously he was drunk too, but the other interesting thing in this paragraph is Lorne really views himself as he views himself as a supervisor, right?
Oh yes, very much so. He's the leader of the jail.
Brains of the operation.
He's like the Godfather, you know. Everything has to come in and out through him. That's all. That's about all there is to write about for now. I'll write more next weekend about the week's events.
So that was the first day in this book. Why? This is a journal.
Powerful stuff.
Maybe he's trying to write it in the style of Flowers for Algernon, right?
Or Flowers in the Attic.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Where it's journalistic, not journalistic style, but internal monologue style, because this is all his internal monologue. He's just writing down whatever words come to him. Unfortunately, in Flowers for Algernon, the author gets intelligent, and Lorne just gets more and more stupid.
And yeah. June 19th, 2008, day 245. I've got 11 more days until my final sentencing day for the feds. Then I have to finish with the state charge. I am unsure right now of what I'm going to do. Take it to trial or plead guilty and get out of this hellhole. Lorne, you're having a grand old time.
Right.
The only reason I'll plead guilty with the state charge is to get out of this hellhole. I'll only plead guilty under certain circumstances too.
Go ahead.
What amazes me.
No, what is Suma? What, Suma?
As opposed to why else would someone plead guilty?
Right. Exactly.
What would the other? Why does anyone ever plead guilty? To get the fuck out as soon as you can.
Right.
Like, what's he?
Well, he's stupid, and he's leaving the reader hanging on what was his crime. Right. We're gonna get to the big climax and realize, oh my God, it was a setup.
Yep.
Okay.
What amazes me is that the law says that you can only be charged one time for a crime. So, to get around that law, the state charged me for this crime, naming it one thing. Then the feds charged me for the same crime, but just gave it a different name. It's double jeopardy in a supposedly legal way.
There's so much wrong with this statement. I mean, number one, double jeopardy is you can only be tried one time for a crime. Right? You could be charged with multiple crimes stemming from the same incident. You could be charged, for instance, with the Kentucky state law or whatever local law is that, you're talking to a minor online for sexual reasons. And then the feds can charge you with an interstate crime, which is what they're doing because you're an idiot.
How many times have we heard 2 counts of murder? Right? Like, that's the same crime twice. Right?
Right.
No, it's only one time. If you
Well,
kill 10 people, you only pick the one person that matters.
You can only be charged one time.
And it's only double jeopardy if you get found innocent one of those times. He's never found innocent of anything.
And not always, I thought. Like, that depends on the...
And he pled guilty. Oh, thank you. Still Thinking said the same thing. He pleaded guilty.
Right.
So he admitted he was guilty.
Well, he only pleaded guilty to avoid a charge for something he didn't do.
Yeah.
So he pled guilty for one crime he didn't do to avoid a second charge for another crime he also didn't do. He never even meant to do it. Okay.
It's such a stupid lie. I mean, it just makes me...
I know he's so stupid.
Yeah.
He's so stupid.
He'd be better off just like, don't even bring this shit up, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean,
It's working me up. I mean, I feel he's innocent.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Especially the sniffing the shit on the fingers. That was a powerful moment.
well, what I was thinking today when I was driving back home from the hospital, it was Lorne views. I think the way Lorne, because how does his mind get here? I think what Lorne views is technically there was no real Kayla wasn't, or there was no real girl there, right? And I was lured into it. So while technically I'm guilty of speaking sexually to what I believe was a minor, it's also technically I shouldn't be charged because, NBC shouldn't have been there. Like, he's looking for a technical lapse or a technical out, which he justifies because he only views his crime as being technical. Like, they're really splitting hairs here on his intention when his crime is so obvious. Does that make sense? Like, he cannot accept the fact that he did that. No, I'm saying he cannot accept the fact that he did it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't think he thinks he did it because he didn't get to do it.
Yeah,
right.
That's the unfair part for him as well.
That's what I think is the main.
I never even got to do it.
Exactly.
He's like, the virgin sex offender.
That's why none of this is fair, but he can't come out and say that.
Did his mom really stop talking to him after this? No. $4.99 non-intentional thinking. She didn't stop talking to him. I would say she stopped reaching out to him. Like, she responds to him if he calls and if she doesn't notice what his number is on caller ID, right? Because the one call we have, she goes, "Oh, I didn't know this was your number."
Hello, mother dear.
Meaning that she's screening her calls for Lorne because normally is this your new number? Oh, I'm gonna add this one to the block call. Okay. Yeah.
What I call it is a crock of shit. In my opinion, if the feds pick up a case, the state should automatically have to drop it. The only reason the state isn't dropping my case is because they want more money.
Hey, who does that sound like? Right? Sounds like Sarah, right? It's all about money.
That to me is sick, dishonest justice. Ooh, what a soundbite there. Dishonest justice. Ooh. My charge is bullshit anyway, because the authorities had to talk me into doing the crime I did.
It's supposed to be 13.
And
were you able to hear that sound clip?
Yes.
Okay.
And they only did that so that they could make a television show. If I would have been in my right frame of mind at the time and not been so vulnerable, they never would have been able to talk me into doing this disgusting crime. The same goes.
Are you anxious to touch my penis?
The same goes with a few other guys that got talked into doing the same crime. One guy was an ex-cop that his wife cheated on him, so he was separated and going through a divorce at the time. Another guy lost his job of over 20 years and had other problems. And another guy.
Hold on a second.
Go ahead.
I mean, I don't know if you've ever gone through a separation, but I think the first thing that would go through my mind on a separation is let me go online and talk to kids.
Yeah, that's what I did when I got divorced.
Yeah. See, I assume you were like, let me hit the
Where's the minors at?
Let me hit the preteen chat rooms. Hey, what's up, boys? Like,
maybe I could get a job at a summer camp or something.
Yes. Or like Baskin Robbins, the kids come in there a lot, or a Jamba Juice or Orange Julius in the mall, right? Hey, boys, what's going on? Right? Or you lose your job of over 20 years. When I lost my job of 15 years, the first thing I did that night, I was like, where them preteens at?
Yeah.
Kentucky country room.
Sup?
I mean, because it's not just the thing is, it's not just Lorne coming up with these stupid explanations, right? Him being like, "Oh, it's so messed up in the head," right? It's clear they're all doing it. The ex-wife is saying, "Oh, my wife cheated on me and I was separated, going through. I lost my job at 20 years." What does that have to do with talking to minors?
Nothing.
Nothing. That I wouldn't want to talk to a minor any day. Like even if I was being
about
paid.
anything. I mean, they're not great conversationalists, honestly. But also, like, these are people who something bad happens to them, the kind of thing that happens to literally everyone in life.
Right.
And all of a sudden it absolves them of all responsibility from all the shitty things they want to do.
I mean, like, I wouldn't even take a job like paying $100 an hour talking to like a suicide hotline for teens, right? I'd be like, no, you just don't care. Like, you know, I can't talk to you. You're too boring. I'm sorry. But go ahead. I mean, Derek, you were able to deal with kids, so you have more patience than obviously Sumer I do, because we would be, you know, just like,
I don't even like hearing them outside my apartment, my window.
It's they're not exactly how could I put it? Kids can be stupid. So it's very difficult to you know, try to hold a conversation with them.
oh, and repetitive as hell, right? I mean, they're just,
I mean, some of them are smart, but
yes, but they're also little and they're gross. Like they're just
oh yeah, they are.
they end their sentences in a question, and then I went to do this, and then I went, and then he did this. Like, what? The up talk.
they're just, kids are not fully human yet. They're still learning to be human. That's really my
in between stage where they're not cute either. Like it's
yeah.
There's really nothing to recommend you.
They're all learning to be
Zero
sexy humans, right?
They're not quite sexy enough. Yeah.
But wait until they turn 13. Ooh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Okay, sorry, I cut you off, and then you're saying another
guy lost his job of over 20 years and had other problems. And another guy was suicidal and was grieving from the recent death of his brother. It amazes me how the greed for money can possess a person or group of people to be so dishonorable to talk other people into doing crimes for the benefit of their own wallet.
But he's taking the moral high ground, right? Because all these people want money, and he
didn't want money. He just wanted 13-year-old poontang.
Well, he's never had money, so I mean, it's a good thing he doesn't want it.
I guess that's enough about that for right now. I'll talk more about my case at the end of the book. So he's got to tease you.
Yeah, I just have a feeling he's going to talk about it throughout the book and say that a lot.
He keeps it pretty tight-lipped.
Yeah, because he doesn't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly.
He's trying to think. He figures, well, maybe if I talk enough about these two idiots putting their butts in each other's faces, something will come to mind.
Yeah, Shin also points out this is coming from a guy who stole $30,000 from an elderly couple.
Yeah,
yep.
Nice.
I mean,
can't believe he managed that, honestly.
It
was just the stars aligned perfect. Lorne has both spectacularly bad luck and spectacularly good luck, in my opinion. Right. Like Lorne was able to get for free a trailer, which at the time was perfectly livable, on a parcel of land in Maine for nothing. He didn't pay a goddamn dime.
He got a miracle plea deal.
Yes, a plea deal that you can only dream of with the stuff they had nailed him with. He is incredibly lucky. He could get $30,000 off of this pensioned couple. But at the same time, he's so incredibly bad luck that he manages to talk to four perverted justice teachers.
Well, I don't know that that's bad luck. I think that just demonstrates he's messaging literally everyone on the internet.
I think it's a matter of it's what he does when he has good luck, what he does with it that shows us who he is, right?
Right.
And
he somehow managed to get a credit card, then he blew it all at the bar, right? So I mean, it's just he got another job, and then he
Yeah, I was talking about
operating
this
his dream job, operating a lull, and then he goes off and gets arrested on a sting.
I was talking about this earlier in a Discord that, you know, he had a pretty good job trucking as well. And he maintained that job. He got tons of overtime for that job, and then he loses it.
I don't even know how he had that job with the OWI on his record.
I don't know either. I don't know.
Because like I hear all the time, like Uber drivers, when they're very, very afraid of getting a ticket, because as soon as they have a ticket, they like lose their ability to do Uber, or like, you know, or I mean, maybe it's different with Uber, right? But I mean, CDL, I assume if you have an OWI, that's not a good thing.
I can't imagine that's simple to deal with. I'm sure there is a method, but it can't be simple.
And it wasn't even like distant. It wasn't like in the 90s when he was in his teens or something, right? It was 2006. It was like a year before the sting.
He was a grown man.
All right, go ahead.
I guess that's enough about that for right now. I'll talk more about my case at the end of the book and tell the reason I'm in this place. Right now, I've picked out another book to read to help me pass more time. Terry was in here earlier crying about his family and how they've mistreated him. The guy is a disgusting idiot.
This is probably the most... I don't know how...
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Did HearMeowt cut out?
I think he's frozen.
Okay. I don't know what he was going at, but I'm guessing he's talking about the hypocrisy of Lorne. Talking about...
This idiot.
Yeah.
Lorne
versus Terry crying about his family and how they've mistreated him, when Lorne himself cries about how his family supposedly mistreated him as well.
Lest we forget the deviled eggs and the mac and cheese.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And all the other ways they were just looking for his wallet.
Right. Meanwhile, Terry was probably tied to a bed for 15 years and never fed.
Well, I don't think Terry was an upstanding human.
No, I'm sure not. But I mean, I would imagine stories of abuse have to be worse than Lorne's.
Maybe
that's no excuse for whatever else Terry did.
But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
anyone's abuse has to be better than Lorne's
right.
abuse.
Yeah.
I'll finish the paragraph. He was in prison once before for child molestation and is in here now for having child pornography and videos on his computer. He's the 52-year-old gay guy that has a crush on the 22-year-old in here. He told me that when he gets in the shower, he was going to ask Aaron if he wants to come in with him and wash his back. He said if Aaron says no, then he's going to ask him if he wants to wash his front. That was disgusting.
What?
Hey, hear me out.
Is he reading his own chat log?
Well, no, but this is gay.
Yeah.
Right. Wait. Oh, I missed the best part. Okay.
You did not miss the best part. Is the finger sniffing.
No, wait. My internet cut out for some. Well, there's wind. We had a windstorm here, but okay. How can he say this? Crying about his family, how this mistreated him. That's literally what he blamed his crime on. Mac and cheese, Swedish meatballs, and deviled eggs. Like I told Sumi, he writes this and then he comes out swinging with the same thing. Like, what are you talking about, Lorne? How could you write this down and then come out saying the same thing? And then, okay, start
he gets in the shower. He was going to ask Aaron if he wants to come in with him and wash his back. He said if Aaron says no, then he's going to ask him if he wants to wash his front. That was disgusting.
That is Lorne. That is Lorne's chat log. That is Lorne.
That's what I'm saying. And it's disgusting. This is disgusting to him because it doesn't appeal to him. But it's not disgusting that he was asking some 13-year-old girl who gave no indication that he appealed to her, really.
I don't... Does that mean this
is... You know those two
like,
are fucking in the shower nonstop.
Is this true? Do we believe that he actually said he wanted to watch his back and his front? Because I don't think Lorne...
That's
I think
very Lorne speak.
Yeah, that language.
Very
Lorne. Of Lorne.
Maybe it's also very just like sex offender, right? So like maybe. That's what they do. Like, that's how they talk. But
Can you imagine? They're all just, are you anxious to touch my penis?
You
Are you
wanna
anxious for
see
me to
it?
stick my penis in you?
Do you want me to touch you with my index finger? Do you want me to touch your penis with my middle finger? Do you want me to touch your penis with my thumb? Do you want me to
Aaron,
touch
are
my
you
penis
in
with your
your
pinky? Do you want me to touch your penis with my left index finger? Like, chicken shite, $2. Did Hear Me Out take the Sumo hair tutorial? No, I mean, I guess
Your hair
my
doesn't-
hair's on fleek today.
Yeah, it is. You look
But-
great, actually.
I didn't wash it this morning. So I guess that's the secret to the Sumo hair. Don't wash, don't bathe yourself.
Right, that's my secret. That's my secret to being left the fuck alone.
The
I-
guy is
Do showers with no shampoo for a while when my hair was shorter, and it worked out for a while. But then as soon as I would use shampoo again, then I had to keep using it. But I mean, I got off for a while, I felt it was a lot better. But I don't know. Go ahead. Sorry.
The guy is big and fat and a drone. His gut sticks way out in front of him. I kind of think sometimes that Aaron is gay, though. I just think he hasn't come out of the closet yet. We finally got rid of Apostle Paul, thank God. The guy is an idiot. We got another old guy in his place. He about looked like he could pass for Apostle Paul's brother. I don't know what his name is, but I guess it doesn't matter because he was only in here for a day. He didn't really look too intelligent, though.
Oh, no.
We got another guy in right after that guy left. A black guy. His name is Sean. I don't know much about him yet, but he seems to be an all right person. I'm sure eventually I'll learn more about him. Gentry's happy to have him in here because he's black. Gentry was the only black person in here, but ironically, Gentry was the only one that ever mentioned it.
Not true, Lorne. You just mentioned up here the first thing you said about Sean the first thing you said before his name was he's a black guy. You said a black guy. His name is Sean.
No, he's black. I think he said.
Right now, Nate is in my room with me and my roommate. He's a decent guy.
I might have misspelled that.
No, I think that's true.
Well, it used to, like the original, like I said, I had to update this because I found a lot of translation from the scanned copy. It used to say disgusting, which is not disgusting.
Oh.
It's decent guy, I think.
Decent guy.
Bagay. He used to weigh over 400 pounds and has lost over 200 pounds. He said he's bored right now and wants to eat because of the boredom, and he doesn't like that. I told him to do some exercises to cure his boredom, but he didn't like that idea either.
It's like a bunch of Avon ladies sitting around.
I mean, this is this is like a bunch of kids, like a bunch of guys, 7th and 8th grade guys, like waiting around after school because their bus hasn't shown up, right? And they're just kind of sitting in the detention hall or whatever, just kind of waiting for the bus to show up, right? I mean, it's just
a bunch of Karens on their lunch. Like, I'm so bored. All I want to do is eat. You know, I just lost all this weight. And they're like,
can you believe what happened with Aaron and the gay guy? He said he was going to wash his front.
I think he might be
The fuck does that even mean?
And his back.
Eric and Vern came in before Nate did and asked me what I was writing. I told them I was writing in the book that I won't let anyone read except my family until it's done. I don't really think that the guys in here would appreciate reading how ignorant I think they are. So they can wait until I'm done with the book to read it. Then I won't be around.
This is also what I don't understand. Like, I've talked to people who have been in prison, and they say that people will go out of their way to what they call check your papers, right? And they're checking your papers to see what you're in there for, right? They're always constantly trying to check out what your crime was, right? So they can have the inside info, and then once they have it, then be like, hey, you got to give me $100 in commissary, or else I'm going to tell everyone that you beat your kid or something, right? Like a bad crime for prison justice.
Yeah.
I don't understand how Lorne is getting away writing a burn book about all his cellmates, and they are not just looking at it because Lorne can't hide it unless
you don't give a fuck what he's doing. Probably
he is the cell block bitch. He was getting passed around like a goddamn fleshlight. All right.
Oh, really?
Especially once he went into prison. Not so much in jail because he was with a bunch of fellow idiots.
Yeah.
I just can't think of a worse idea of something to do in jail or prison is write my tell-all. Write my tell-all book, and my tell-all book about the time, the truth, and the corruption. When you haven't written really anything about the justice system, you just are writing gossip about all the gay stuff everyone's doing.
And I don't have any proof of this, but I'm sure this is the Kentucky jail. I'm sure they had him in some type of
protective.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is the protective custody for all the pedophiles, right? Or the ones with.
And then when he goes to jail, when he goes to prison, he's in PC again, but it's much harder, and you could hear that in the tone of his letters and in his journal. He's much more afraid. And then when he gets sent back to jail for probation violation, I don't think he was in PC at all. And he was fucking petrified because he hasn't had a sip of alcohol since. So something had to have happened, and there's little hints of it that I think he was being scammed, blackmailed. I think they were threatening Mama Gwen.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
And he, of course, would not learn anything from that. So, I mean, except for to protect himself.
I'm surprised today that Aaron and Vern haven't been doing their usual gay stuff. Vern has been playing around with some other guys and irritating them. For some reason, he can't seem to keep his hands to himself. He's one of those types of people also that lies about things to try to make himself look good, like you.
Lorne. That is what you do, Lorne.
He's like one of these gossip columnists,
right?
About shit that nobody cares about.
But it's all shit that's true about him.
Let's not forget. Let's also not forget. This is supposed to be the book that is going to bring the American justice system to its knees.
Right. This isn't a tell-all book about what happens behind the bars of a prison. This is a serious opus.
Shin said, don't forget he sent a love letter to the female prison guard. Yeah, we don't have a copy of that though.
I wish. Oh, how I wish we had that love letter.
I know you like me being in here for a certain amount of time, but I know it's not for us. And we're gonna be true, and I love you.
My heart. So Lorne, while he was in prison,
at all?
Lorne, while he's in prison,
no, it wasn't reciprocated at all.
No,
he said that.
Hold on, there's a bit of a story.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell us.
Lorne, while he's in prison, writes a love letter, love poem to a female guard. It gets intercepted. The Lorne gets sent to the hole as punishment for writing the love letter.
Wait a minute.
There's no reciprocation.
Can you tell the last part again?
Lorne got sent to the hole. He got sent to solitary.
This is why it's extra stupid that he pursued this crime that he pursued, because while yes, I think he likes 13-year-old girls or whatever, I don't think it's such a issue for him that, I mean, anyone will do. This woman he sees,
yes, anyone will do.
Like,
but not a prostitute.
No,
never. He's too good for that.
Yeah, and he also is too broke for that.
Whenever we're watching the news, Oh, hold on. He's one of the no, I read that. Whenever we're watching the news and some place comes on in a certain location here in Kentucky, he always says that he lives 3 miles from that place. It's a good thing the White House isn't in Kentucky, or he'd live 3 miles from that too. He always tries to make believe he knows what they're talking about on the news, and he'll say something before they do and make himself look stupid because the anchor man will say something to detest what Vern said. The guy is an irritating idiot, plain and simple.
Lorne, you are so on the nose describing yourself, but okay.
Yes, he basically just described himself.
I mean,
and I wonder if that's why Aaron is his analog in Taken Abroad.
Because Aaron's his crush?
No, Aaron is Lorne.
Well, Aaron kills people.
Correct, but Aaron is Lorne.
Aaron is Lorne adjacent. Lorne would never admit
Aaron
to killing
is
someone.
Lorne.
Okay.
Because at the end you have the I don't want to spoil it, but you do have victims forgiving Aaron for what's happening.
Kelia, hello. You finally got Sumine. Good. Way to go. That is all. Yeah, admittedly, she hasn't stood up to let us know she's wearing a halter top. So it could be nothing on the breets.
Yeah, as God brought me into this world. Except for a pair of jeggings and a tank top.
Jeggings? Oh.
Yeah.
What are those?
Leggings.
Well, these are leggings with a pair of jeans basically painted onto them.
Well, now I'm going. Here we go.
Everyone in here is coming down with a cold, and Gentry's throwing a fit because he wants to see the nurse, which Lorne does, and they haven't gotten him down there yet. I tried to tell him he's not special, and they'll get to him when they can.
Everyone's got a chest cold.
Thank you.
Herman's case went federal today. Go figure, though. The state is still holding on it, even though the feds picked it up. From what I hear, Herman's first offer from the state is 40 years at 80%. I wish him luck. His ex-wife wants to kill him. He seems to be quite afraid of her, too.
Such a yenta he is.
What did Herman do? Lorne, that's the other annoying thing about Lorne's book.
It doesn't matter what he does. He's innocent.
No, what I'm saying is
These are innocent men.
There's no actual information in this book other than the people wiping their shit-stained fingers under each other's noses.
And his ex-wife is mad at them.
Why is Herman in there? What did he get? What was the crime he got offered 40 years for at 80%?
That's what the people want to know. They want to know, the gossip.
Why do you wish him luck?
I wish him luck.
Because he's a great big guy. That's why.
I'm a great big guy.
Why does his ex-wife want to kill him? Why is he afraid of her?
This is the best part. I love this part. This is my favorite part.
Okay.
All right. The second paragraph of this. June 21st, 2008, day 247. I'm sitting here right now waiting for a specific program to come on TV in 30 minutes, so I thought I'd catch up a little in this. Yesterday, Aaron and Vern made my mouth drop again. Don't make me break. Don't make me break. I'm going to try so hard not to break. I didn't think that was possible, but it happened. They were both in my room talking to me, and then they started fooling around with each other, trying to hit each other in the nuts. Vern wrapped a thin laundry bag around his head so that it covered his mouth, and him and Aaron made out. Literally made out with each other. Just a thin laundry bag between them. I almost puked. I told them that if they were going to do that disgusting crap, then they needed to do it some other place. God, that was gross.
Lorne, how do you not know that they're messing with you? They're putting a laundry bag on their head and making out with each other in front of you.
And he feels it necessary to write about this.
Yes. Well, because he's very homophobic. He hates homophobes.
Right, but this book is, as you say, this is just a diary. It's just a little girl's diary.
This book is like The Jungle by Upton Sinclair. It is going to change the industry. Okay?
War and Peace.
Oh my God.
Also, he's waiting for a certain TV program to come on, so he figures he may as well add, a little more valuable information. Well, he's waiting for Wheel of Fortune or whatever.
I mean, they were absolutely just trying to freak out Lorne, so he would. I'm not gay.
They were like,
I'm
he's
confused. What kind of jail is this? What kind of? They're pulling like
It's
Porky's
Animal House
pranks,
jail.
the Animal House jail. They're just. What is going on?
That's what it sounds like. Like they're just running amok, And these two are just waiting. They're like, oh, he's in there waiting for his program.
I mean, they're bored as hell.
Yeah.
And
he's perfect for that.
Yeah, and he's just there's not much going on in his brain. They have to find something to entertain them. So let's just poke at the idiot for a while.
High Route Irish. Idiot earned. That's what we came up with.
Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe before we get into the next sort of tale here.
Oh, yeah, right.
I found out some other stuff yesterday that was also quite disgusting. Eric told me that John and Terry had sex with each other when they were roommates. That's why John and Nate switched rooms, and Nate is now Terry's roommate because Terry has been trying not to do gay things. Good for you, Terry. Good for you. You can cure the gay. Looks like he failed, though. Doesn't sound like he was trying too hard to me.
You stupid bastard.
What is this sentence? They're not roommates, you're cellmates. I don't understand what is going on in this prison. Oh, hey, we'll just switch rooms. Now you're my roommate over here. What kind of jail is this?
What is trying not to do gay things?
So he's very judgmental for a registered sex offender, right? Like,
yes.
Well, but he just has to register as a sex offender. He's not an actual sex offender. He just has to register as one.
Right, that's right.
Right. He can't help it. I mean,
not fair.
Well, I think Terry could do it. I think Terry could beat the gay.
Well, I mean, John and Terry sound like they're in love, and they're like, no, like they're what's that?
Romeo and Juliet.
It's too late to apologize.
My cousin thought that was
too late. Like it's Romeo and Juliet. They don't want they know they can't be together because they're star-crossed lovers. They're going to be transferred to other federal prisons. I don't want to do any more gay things with John. What?
Last night, Eric and Vern almost got put in isolation because they kept kicking the door after lockdown. The guard said he knew who it was that was doing it, and if they did it again, he was going to put them in isolation. Eric is 37 and Vern is 27. Unfortunately, they both act like adolescents. Eric is always trying to start shit between other people, and Vern is a follower.
So Vern follows the white supremacist, and Vern is gay for Aaron, right? Vern was the one that was going to wash the front and the back.
Well, no.
Terry.
Vern offered, I believe, to have the
Oh.
front and the back watch.
Oh yeah, if he turned down the front, he's gonna or back, he's gonna say, "Can I watch the front?
Right, the front.
Can I watch the front of you?" Paige has a great comment here, though. Or is it? This might be the most amazing book I've ever read. Yeah,
It really is.
It is. It is the greatest book.
Audiobook.
If you think it's going to change, it's not. This is it.
I doubt
actually-
anyone thinks it's going to change.
I don't want to spoil it, but he does end up at the end of the book. He says, "You know what? I think I'm going to start another book."
Yeah.
He just basically cuts it up. He's like, "You know what? I'm going to start a new book."
Which you don't have to write there because then no one's going to be reading this. Like,
I wonder if he's going to donate Wounded Warrior funds or Wounded Warrior Project off of this book sales.
Yeah, off the profits off of the book sales.
Yeah, Brian Corbin. It's not quite as good as the Lord of the Rings, but it is close. But that's what I'm saying. The entire Lorneography or the Lorne story arc is a close rival for the depth of the Lord of the Rings universe. Unintentionally, it is so deep. Just, anyway,
I was hoping they'd hold on. No, wrong line. I guess it doesn't take much to figure out how stupid they both are. I was hoping they'd kick the door again last night, and so was everyone else, just to get rid of their dumb asses.
all right.
June
Never
22nd,
now the reason
2008.
Lord of the Rings.
Lorne of the Rings. Ooh.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let me know if you want me to take over anybody. If your voice needs a rest, just let
All
me know.
right. Day 248. It's about 4:30 a.m. right now, and I seem to be having a hard time getting back to sleep. So I thought I'd read about last night's events.
And this is after he stopped writing until now. So something important happened, right?
Yeah.
This
Well,
is in a
Lorne-
couple days later entry.
You also have to realize that Lorne he really is the consigliere. He's the counselor for this prison, for this jail. They come to him looking for a wise source of information,
Yeah,
for
everyone respects
wisdom.
him.
Don Armstrong, I have a favor to ask you. Yes.
They kiss the ring on his ass. After supper, I
Yeah.
noticed that Terry.
Kiss your finger and pull on your PJ. That's Don Armstrong's show of respect. Kiss your finger and pull down your PJs and touch your penis. And that's my kiss right there.
Lorne of the Dinner Rings.
Lord of the Dinner Rings, yes.
We started on like day 241.
I have a feeling that the first 241 days were very similar to these.
Here's the other thing about Lorne, which I was looking through the original pages. He numbers them, right? So it's at the top, it says jailed with the underline, like it's the title of the book, right? And then he writes a number underneath it, right? 1, 2, 3. And I realized he's numbering the pages by entry, not by sequentially. So like, hey, this is page 13 now. I left off day 1 at page 12. Now I'm on day 2. This is page 13. He numbers the days in his entry cycle. So he has different sections. That's how he lost sections of the book, because he doesn't number them together. He numbers them as just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, because I couldn't figure. I was like, wait a minute, why are we back at page 2? Oh, because this is a new entry now, like a journal.
Yeah.
Okay.
After supper, I noticed Terry was having a tough time standing up and focusing on things, so I filled out a medical request for him to see the nurse. No, you didn't, Lord. They have him on some new medication, and I don't think it's agreeing with him. About 5 different people came to me to talk about James and the TV again.
Okay, 1 second. 1 second. This is the first. We're entering the TV arc here. Just pay attention to how much Lorne mentions the TV and how pissed he is that people keep talking about the TV. Go ahead.
I also like that little Florence Nightingale vignette where he was.
Where he has to care for his wounded.
Yeah, he's observing things because he's
comrade.
so fucking observant.
They're irritated and pissed off because he started doing the same thing all over again that we just got him to stop doing 2 weeks ago when it came to the TV. Eric made up a chart of the hours and days that James has watched TV compared to everyone else. He was watching like 25 or 27 hours worth of TV per week. I can't understand how he can watch that much TV.
Says the guy who has TV on in the background 24/7 in all the calls. Three's Company, the weather. He's just got it
Anything.
Anytime. He's got it blasting because it's his only friend.
The kid with the flag, whatever.
Good.
I have a hard time sitting on these steel tables watching 1 hour of TV per day. James almost got into a fight with me because he started saying stupid things to me. Then he almost got into a fight with Eric for the same reason. I called him out to the middle of the floor. No, you didn't. Because he kept running his mouth. I hated to, but I was fed up with his ignorance about the TV.
Is James...
James that's the first he's been mentioned.
Is that James Fowler?
You think so? Holy shit, is it? No, Travis Fowler. Travis.
But I thought they also call him James, I thought.
They do call him, yeah, he goes by his middle name, I think.
How is he ignorant about the TV?
It's ignorance, Suma. Ignorance.
Okay, yeah. My bad.
Ignorance.
So this is James. He's actually...
Yeah,
James Fowler. James Fowler. Do you know the background of James Fowler? Can you explain it to the people?
Lurch?
Yeah, Lurch.
So Lurch is Lurch was blessed in some departments and not so blessed in other departments. He didn't have much of a brain, but boy did it get made up for in other places. Lurch was horrifying in that he'd
already been convicted previously, right?
Was he?
Yeah.
Yes, he was. And he loved to be pleasured and to give pleasure. And
I was intentions to be pleasurable and pleasure her.
To pleasure. And when he's terrifying in that when he gets to the Sting house, he's with Casey. Casey's doing the small talk with him. And Travis, or James, I think might be his real first name, just shakes his head. He's sitting, shakes his head, sort of like, gotta do this. Gets up and lurches towards Casey. Casey bolts it out of there, and Chris Hansen comes running out because he was clearly going to assault her right then and there. He's a scary, scary dude.
This is who was out free. After.
And this guy had
a second chance.
Forearm worth of a dick. I mean, a forearm, like just a meat hook.
Is he out? Is he out again?
Yeah, he is now a Christian musician, I believe.
Yeah, whatever. Chicken shite. Kind of proud of him talking to people with clothes on. He is talking to people with clothes on.
We assume.
All right.
Oh, he's probably a middle school teacher again.
Travis?
Yeah, probably.
Travis wasn't a middle school teacher?
Oh, I'm thinking of somebody else. But yeah.
He was not a middle school teacher.
Brian Coben wants to know if he was bigger than Lorne.
You could measure Lurch's dick with Lorne's dick as a unit of measurement. All right. Yeah. I think Travis's dick is about.
I don't want to know how you know how big his dick is. but
because I know, okay?
You know, ex Derek has all the.
I have methods. I
Anyway.
called him out in the middle. Oh, I read that. He wouldn't come out and fight me, though. After that, Eric swung at him and barely missed James's nose, but hit his hands. After leaving him alone for a few to think, he apologized to all of us. But I think that was just so that we would let him watch TV on our TV days. I hate that everybody comes to me when they find something about someone they don't like. It irritates me to no end. They all need to grow up and stop acting so immature and stop trying to take advantage of each other. It doesn't take that much effort to be honest and fair. Alberto has run out of toilet paper again.
Oh God, I wish that was. I have a feeling that's not where this ends, but it would be nice.
No, he's gonna give us a full explanation.
Alberto has run out of toilet paper again. He goes to the bathroom about 4 or 5 times a day. Alberto, you may want to get that out.
I know.
I asked Aaron if he had some toilet paper he could give to me and Alberto until Tuesday when they hand out more. He said he didn't have much left. Both me and Alberto know he was lying because we saw it sitting on his shelf. Not to mention that I was the one that got him one of the 2 extra rolls they put in the bathroom. I said something to Aaron along with some other guys about not letting us have some toilet paper after we helped him out getting some commissary items when he didn't have any money. Ignorance pisses me off.
Oh my God.
The kid acted like he paid for the toilet paper. Anyway, someone else gave me and Alberto more toilet paper. Me and Alberto lock our door an hour early every night just so we can have an hour of non-stupidity every day. Pretty sad to have to do that, but that's what you have to expect in a place like this.
Jackie Anderson said, "How is this one of the longest?"
I know. We're talking about toilet paper.
You guys
And
are
how
not
is that
taking this
ignorant?
seriously.
Yeah, he learned the word ignorant. Now he's
Can you think of all the assistant district attorneys in the federal government reading this and be like, "Oh my God, he's spilling everything."
Everything's coming out.
Book on his tell-all book about the legal system. This is it. Alberto ran out of toilet paper again.
It's late in the day now. Actually, it's almost midnight. We're locked down now, so I'd figure I'd write in this and write a letter to my mother, then go to sleep and mail this out to her in the morning.
Cool.
It was a somewhat interesting day today. James started hogging the TV again, today. So Eric said something to him. I was in the shower at the time. By the time I got out of the shower, the discussion still hadn't ceased. It actually just became more stupid. But considering the 2 people that was arguing, it didn't surprise me. I stayed out of it and just observed. It was funny. Eric swung at James and just barely missed his nose. It scared James into shutting up.
Hold on a sec. I thought
Repetitive, right?
Yeah, I thought there was another fight. Yeah, wait.
Yeah, this just
After
happened.
that, Eric swung at him and barely missed James' nose, but hit his hands.
This one's a little bit different.
He's always missing his nose. Okay, go ahead.
It scared James into shutting up. We basically solved the problem by moving James in with Aaron and John in with Herman. I didn't know people in jail could do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When they said earlier that they're like, well, we could switch because John and what was it, Terry?
Yeah, they're
John
fucking.
John and Terry were having sex, and Terry wanted to get away from the gay stuff, so they just switched. Now John is with Herman?
A little later, I was turned back to Aaron and Herman and started to step up to sit on the picnic table top, and Aaron smacked me in the ass with his new flip-flops he just bought. Those things are hard rubber, and they hurt when someone hits you with them. I had just gotten Vern to not hit me with them again because he could see that it was really beginning to piss me off. If you read between the lines, you could see how Lorne's a bitch.
Right.
Well, it pissed me off even more when Aaron hit me with them because he knows how much it took to pound it into Vern's head to stop hitting people with them. Unfortunately, Aaron started running his mouth to me and got in my face. Dumb thing to do considering I'm bigger than he is. What is he then?
How small is Aaron? Is Aaron 5'1"?
Is Aaron real? Is he an imaginary friend?
Is he a midget?
Ooh, maybe Aaron is actually a part of Lorne's psyche.
Maybe.
So he's fighting with himself?
He's
That might be
fighting
giving
with
him
himself.
credit.
Or is Lorne wearing lifts in his Crocs?
But some people just want to play a tough guy and run their mouth. I would have let him run his mouth, but the stupid thing he did was touch my face with his finger, and that really pissed me off.
What?
Yeah.
That doesn't even make
After
sense.
that,
We know where that
grabbed
finger
him
was.
and threw him about 10 feet.
What? You did not throw him 10 feet like a shot put? What is going
10
on here?
feet. 10 feet. The dumbass came back running his mouth again. So I grabbed both his feet and pulled them out from underneath him. Oh my God.
This is
Lorne
like a Mark.
Bourne.
What?
Oh my God. It's Lorne Bourne.
No, this is like a Marx Brothers film. They're pull your legs out.
No, I see this. Lorne's making himself out to be like an assassin. He's like John Wick.
Yeah.
I turned to walk away because I didn't want to hit him. He's the same age as my nephews, so it made me not want to hit him. Unfortunately, again, he started running his mouth again.
Wait 1 second. Why does he always got to bring up his nephews and nieces? Come on, Lorne. Stop bringing up kids. Go ahead.
I was just going to let him run his mouth and not do anything until he cocked his arm back and hit my ear with his fist.
Mm-hmm.
Almost as soon as his fist hit my ear, I came back with a right and a left.
Right.
He now has a big welt on his back and a goose egg on his forehead.
Like in a cartoon. We
Another
see stars.
similarity to
Yeah, Sarah. Right. With belt in your head where you see stars. But this doesn't make sense. Wait. You didn't come back with a right and a left, Lorne.
He did. Right, left, he went down. Then Lorne walked away after that, and he kept his mouth shut. Like when there's an explosion and the badass just walks away. Lorne is so cool.
He is so cool.
See, the thing is, after reading this, he knows that the public, will know that we'll see that none of these people deserve to be incarcerated, clearly.
Right.
Yeah.
This is all about the corruption.
Yeah.
Hit him right in the forehead and the back. I've always wondered that. How'd he get his back? I mean, he didn't hit him. That's the thing. Lorne cowered in place and pissed himself.
Yeah.
How do you
terrified
not
of
like
men.
have his eardrum blown out being punched on the side of the head? I bet Aaron has a lot meaner fist than Lorne.
I bet Aaron's side of the story is different and more plausible.
Yeah, he kicked Lorne's ass into a
All
pulp,
over the place. Yeah.
and they all laughed at Lorne. About 15 minutes later, we shook hands and started laughing about it because we were the last two guys in the cell that anyone expected would fight each other.
See, I picture this like Lorne is sitting there crying, and people are like, "You got to go say something to Lorne," right? Because he's sitting there. He's sitting there crying, and I was like, "Dude, he's gonna be crying all night. You got to go say something like, hey, Lorne, it wasn't real. It wasn't for real. It was just a prank, right? We're still cool, all right." And then he's like, "Okay,
Promise.
promise." And we started laughing, and we were the last two guys in the cell. Everyone they can fight each other. We're still friends.
The first time I broke
Wait,
the
only the second or
oh shit, yeah, I missed something. That was only the second or third time I've hit anyone in here.
how would you forget that?
Well, also he claims he's never fought anyone except for this one incident, I should say.
Well, he also says in the calls to Casey that the only time he fought somebody was at a party, right? When the guy was getting out of control, but he really respected the guy, but he was getting out of control, right? He doesn't mention any prison fights.
I think he says to Winnie that the only fight he got into was this specific fight, getting slapped in the ass with a flip-flop. But now he's claiming he's hit 2 or 3 other guys and that he's broke a guy's nose.
Yeah, good.
The first time I broke the guy's nose and was happy about it. This time I felt bad, but at the same time it was funny. That's all for this report.
All right, we're going to stop it here because we're at an hour and a half. And
Some report.
But I don't get this. He broke the guy's nose and was happy about it. This time where he basically just gave him a lump and a welt on his back, he felt bad. At the same time, it was funny. That's all for this report.
If Lorne was the type to beat people up, he would have been in prison long before this because he wouldn't. That's all he would do.
Lorne
I
is
just
terrified of men. He would
Right.
never. He would never.
Exactly, but if he would, this would be it. This would be the reason that he would have been incarcerated before anything else had a chance to happen. In my opinion.
I just wish he had been sent to like a place like San Quentin or something where like there's actual hardcore people and he is just scared shitless and he is getting the crap beat out of him all the time.
Rikers Island.
As soon as he started to write this, it would be taken from him and he would be beaten with it. So
he would have been killed. He would have been killed.
He would have been killed. Yes, I don't. That's why I don't understand why. There's no reason to write. First up, there's no reason to write this book because nobody's ever going to read it. Secondly, it's not a book and it's boring as hell, Lorne. Just call it your prison journal. Change the names or something. I mean, just.
Oh yeah, he didn't change the names. These are the actual names.
No,
these are the actual names. I wonder what was in the preamble before this. I mean, if he actually explained who these people was, because he never explains who these people are in here. And we see when there's new characters introduced, he doesn't really explain them, other than them being black or them being Mexican. But yeah, so that's all for tonight. Suma X Eric, I'll let you summarize. What were your thoughts?
My thoughts are really simple. Lorne is an absolute badass. He's like an assassin. He's also like Don Vito Corleone. Everyone comes up to him to settle their disputes for wisdom and, to get dirty jobs done. And on top of it, he's going to bring this unjust system to its knees. And they're going to rue the day that they insulted the character and moral fiber of Lorne Armstrong. That's it.
Lorne even says it later that the justice system wasn't counting on a guy like him writing this kind of book, right? So now they're getting their comeuppance.
Gandhi comes to mind.
Yes.
You know? That's all.
But yeah, we'll be back later this week, or sometimes depends on Exteric schedule. Of course, let's say hi to Mr. Penis and Miss
Oh,
Vagina.
there they are.
That's sweet. There they are. I miss them.
But yeah, everyone, delete your archives. Hard eyes, kissy face, Rose. We will see you later this week. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to hit the like button and
Remember
subscribe
to
if
pull
you're not.
down your PJs.
Pull down your PJs. Kiss your finger. All right. Bye.
You're the love that rescues me when the cold winds rain. Then you're so amazing. That's just how you are. And I can't turn back now, 'cause you brought me too far. I need you like water, like breath, like wind. I need you like mercy from heaven's gate. There's a freedom in your arms, and it carries me through. I need you. Oh, I need you. I need you like water, like breath, like wind. I need you like mercy from heaven's gate. There's a freedom in your eyes. Here it is, no darling. I need you. I need you. Yeah. I need you. All right, my throat hurts. I love you. Bye.